We're live.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Let's talk about your favorite cruise today.
Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday evening. I hope the weather is well and good wherever you are. We've got a pretty smoky day where we are.
Yeah, lots of smoke from the forest fires in parts of Canada.
Mm-hmm.
So time for a cool drink and to talk to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your drink today?
Having a little lemonade.
Oh, what was that?
Lemonade?
Lemonade? Spiked?
No.
Oh, this is iced tea
Mm.
with a little bit of tequila in it.
Mm.
This is a new concoction. We'll see how this tastes today.
Like a Long Island, will it?
It's good.
Oh, yeah. Looks good.
It's a good one.
Your face always tells you it's good.
Every time I try something that's not Crown Royal, my face does that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So we got a bunch of stuff today we want to talk about just before we get to everybody's favorite cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And should we start right at it?
Sure.
This week's vlogs? Or should we say hi to everybody first? You decide.
No, just go right at it. We'll say hi to everybody as we're reading their answers to the questions.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to talk to anybody yet.
Yeah, well, we will in a minute. Just do all your housekeeping that you want to do. That you're all excited to do all the time.
This is the only housekeeping I do all week.
It's true. No, that's not quite true. You're very good in the kitchen.
Oh. So for those that were watching this week, we had what we thought was going to be part 1 and 2 of Morella. Ended up being just part 1, so just day 1, I mean. We had part 1 and part 2 because we had so much footage that we thought we wanted to show you the whole deal getting on this ship because it was so unique.
Yeah. So
we didn't cut too much out. Well, we cut lots out, actually. I think we had an hour and a half of footage.
We just had the camera on a lot. That's all.
And I've been looking at the footage for day 2, working on that, and it's got a lot of footage too. So no promises. I'm going to try to get it down to 1.5 hour video, but we'll see.
A lot of cutting.
If there's good stuff in there, it might be a 2-parter again this week. So
oh, wow.
Morella was that exciting that we couldn't turn the camera off because we were just so shocked at what we found.
Oh, yeah. Or do you think it was, I mean, Morella was great, don't get me wrong, but is it just because we were so excited for being on a new cruise line? Do you think that was possibly part of it?
Could be.
I don't know. I know I love the idea of being on a new cruise line and something that, trying to get to know it and not having the expectations that you sort of have from going back to back on the same one.
Could be it. I don't know. Trying to think the last new cruise that we were on. Which one that would have been?
Probably Holland America.
Well, it's been that long.
That's been a long time. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it's probably been at least 5-6 years since we've been on a new cruise line for us. Yeah. And
for those that have been watching the channel last month or so, we've been talking about the new challenge we have called Journey to the Secret Word. Where we got these little blocks hidden somewhere in the vlog. Each day there's a letter and you have to find it. So it wasn't in part 1 of day 1. We told you that. Hopefully you got that. Mm-hmm. But it was in part 2.
But not very well.
We did a bad job. We're new at this too. So the letter was too small, too far in the background. It was really hard to see. So we thought we're just going to show you where it is and give you an idea of what we're doing. But from day 2 on, we promise you're going to see the letter a lot better.
We made sure it was a lot closer to the camera lens whenever we did it. So hopefully it'll be a little bit easier hunting.
Yes. So that's the promise from day 2 on. Mm-hmm. 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 So you all, I won't say you all found the first letter, but the first letter is out there. Uh-huh. We won't say what it is.
Okay.
Just in case someone hasn't seen the videos yet. We don't want to spoil it for them.
Right.
And it's right at the end if you want to fast forward to it. Mm. So maybe we should say hi to everybody now before we get into what's coming up this week.
Sure.
Let's go to the comment section. Oh, I got to turn that section off first. Hold on. That one's off. Comments are coming. I think all the way to the top because there's a lot of them building up. We won't even get through the comments if we don't go soon. So the votes are coming in, first of all, for favorite cruise line. Mm-hmm. But we're going to talk about it. Maybe your mind will change.
No.
You never know. Maybe my mind will change by the time we get to the end of this.
All right.
So, because we do have a complicated scoring system. I've got my paper ready and my pen ready. I'm going to do some stats.
Oh, he loves doing stats.
We're going to figure this out mathematically tonight. Okay?
No,
We are. We're going to figure this out. So We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Bruce and Tony are here from South Carolina, sorry. Home of Myrtle Beach.
Good evening.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, I don't see them on
my
screen.
They're all the way at the top of the screen there. Let me bring them back for you.
The favorite is Holland America, but they've not been on a princess yet. Oh, you will be soon, right?
Mhm.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Peter is here.
Hi,
from
Peter.
One of our favorite spots on the planet,
Oh,
England.
England.
Yes. Mhm. Some of our favorite people live in England.
Rose from Southern
Oh.
Ontario. Oh, did I skip?
Nope, no,
Okay.
you're right on track.
Okay. You said oops, I thought. And Angela from Kentucky Lake.
I try to keep up with you. You're so fast
Oh.
tonight.
Love Azamara and Celebrity. Now, Angela, those are two we haven't tried, so we can't really comment on those.
So can I vote when we go through this process? Can I
Mhm.
vote for cruises I haven't been on yet?
No. How can you do that? You don't know if they're your favorite. They might be, but you won't know.
Okay.
Mhm.
Maybe I've heard other people talk about them.
That's true. We have, for sure.
Carol's here from
Hot California. 105.
105.
That's going to be hot for sure.
We were that way at times last week, and then the week before we went for the cruise. So it's been up and down
It's been
here.
very hot here. Yeah.
And Angela,
Yes, the ultra premium line, she says. Oh, you keep moving my screen on me.
up
The
there.
price point difference is just too great for us to make the leap. Yeah, I know. We've looked at it many a times and dreamt about it, but we keep waiting for a really wonderful deal. Haven't found one yet. But we understand. We'd like to try them too.
So here's a concept to chew on.
Oh,
Bit of a sidebar
Okay.
with that comment, and we've discussed this, that there's experiences now on more the regular cruise lines, we'll call them,
okay.
where you can do the experience of a ship in a ship.
Right.
So you pay a premium, and you're in a certain part of the ship. You get your own private pool, private restaurants, private bars, butler service, that
Right.
type of thing.
Yes.
So we've priced that out and compared it to the ultra premium type of experiences, and it's still more affordable to go that route than go to the small ultra premium. So.
Mhm.
So I don't know. That's kind of has our attention because you can have that experience when you want it, and then you can head into the rest of the ship, and you can
Yeah, maybe.
go to the shows with the common people. So
Mhm.
yeah. So
But
let
if
it-
you're getting on a ship with 6,000 people, there's still going to be 6,000 people on your ship as opposed to 1,000 on a
yeah,
premium line.
I'm not convinced I'll ever be on a ship with 6,000 people.
Oh, wow.
I'm
There you go.
not sure that'll ever happen.
Hmm.
We'll see. They keep making them all bigger, and we have no choices.
I was just going to say,
Either I have to give
all
up
the-
cruising.
all the ones that we like are getting, yeah,
But-
you might have to.
Morella keeps buying up ships that are smaller and releasing them as their own and making them better.
Mhm.
So maybe that's
On
the
nice
option.
size ships for sure. Mhm.
In Waterloo, Ontario.
Hello.
Remember the other university in Waterloo?
Oh, you're not going to do this to me.
It was Laurier.
Laurier.
And Paul and Carol still here. It is
Oh,
after midnight.
way too late for you to be awake.
Yes, for Paul and Carol and for Peter in England. Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
and Dave too.
Yep.
We've got a few from.
Oh yeah,
England. Thank
Dave's.
you.
Yeah, we've got 3 here that it's after midnight where they are. So
Thanks for joining us, Paul and Carol.
and Dawn is here from just south of us in Michigan.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if it's smoky down where Dawn is too.
Oh yeah.
And
Francine, her favorite is NCL. However, it's the only cruise line I've ever been on. Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad it was a great experience for sure.
Rose.
Favorite cruise line is probably Celebrity, followed very closely by Hal and Princess.
The 3 of them seem to duke it out when you talk to a lot of people that have been on a few
That's
cruises.
true,
That's for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them will win tonight.
Hmm.
We'll see who is crowned the champion. Beverly.
Beverly from Nova Scotia. Hello.
We got Steven.
Steve is from Denver. Chaos in Miami.
Oh yeah. I haven't been watching any Chaos Miami. I was
Yeah.
watching golf.
Yeah.
And Greg and Patty.
Patty from Oregon. Cruising Alaska in August. Caribbean in the February. The group cruise. Yes. And running around trying to find blocks with letters
So-
in it.
So for the group cruise, are the blocks going to be like ducks? We're going to hide them on the ship,
Oh, that's
but then only
funny.
one person will know what the letter is. That way.
Yeah, that's true. We might have to do a special group cruise, like
Duck.
people that are there, a duck hunt or something. Yeah, that might be one.
Well,
of the
ducks
things.
with letters written on them.
Yeah, they have to put them all together to find the word.
Carol's here from one of our favorite cities in Ontario,
Hi, Carol from
in
Ottawa.
Ottawa, the nation's capital.
Hmm.
James and Kimmy Cat are here.
Oh, and their favorite is Princess. Oh, so we picked their favorite for the group cruise. There you go. Who knew?
Cruising on Princess.
Oh.
My top 3 cruise lines. Greg's holding it in suspense, so that's
Oh.
good. We don't want to know yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I think
Okay.
Peter's going to tell us his whether we want to or not.
Peter says that's hard. I guess first Hal, then Hal, then Hal. Oh yeah. Okay.
So
Not too hard for you then, is it, Peter?
so lots of comments about favorites. So maybe we'll jump back over to that concept. How's that sound for you?
Okay, sure.
We'll get to the favorite cruise line because it's really tough to decide. And we'll talk a little more about that as to why and then how we're going to figure it out with mathematics. But before we get there, just want to talk about, because we always try to squeeze this in the end and everybody's like tired and wants to go to bed.
You think your live goes at midnight every night?
Well, for some people online, it's past midnight.
Oh, that's true. Okay, you have a point.
So this week we are doing day 2 on Morella Discovery. We go and stop at the exotic port of Fort Lauderdale. And the funny story that we were traveling the night before is the captain came on and discussed leaving port and heading to Fort Lauderdale the next day. And he gave this glowing recommendation of Fort Lauderdale being the one of the most, what do you call it? Most amazing, exotic, something like that,
Beautiful
ports in the
cities.
entire world.
Yeah.
I've been at a Fort Lauderdale and it kind of caught me as a surprise.
Yeah. Especially because our captain was from Greece.
He's from Greece.
Right? And so we were thinking, there's some pretty ports in Greece that
We're thinking,
might beat Fort Lauderdale.
We're thinking almost all the Mediterranean ports we've seen are better than Fort Lauderdale. So this kind of caught us by surprise. And I guess that's...
And we're not dissing Fort Lauderdale, don't get us wrong. But we just thought it was funny how everybody thought we were going to a really exotic place. And to us, we kind of just felt like it was an everyday place, right?
And some of the crew even chimed in saying it was one of their favorite places in the world that they've gone to. And it was, it kind of, I guess... What it made me think is that where you're from never seems to be as interesting as where you're going to, right?
It gives you perspective, right? Yeah. For sure. It was quite comical. We chuckled at that announcement for sure.
So so that's coming up this week, and we'll see. Like, I've got a lot of footage. Hopefully, it gets into one episode, and then you'll see if we do get day 3 out by the end of the week. It will be Bimini.
Oh,
our first time ever at Bimini.
First time ever in Bimini, and it's a relatively new stop for cruise lines. They just started going there after COVID, so yeah, it's relatively new. Are you gonna do that with every sip you take?
Yeah.
Stop. Anyway, so yeah, that was exciting for us to go to a different port that we haven't been to. Oh, his computer battery is running low. Hopefully, you guys don't lose us while he quickly runs and makes sure that the power cord is working. There we go. I think it's back.
It's back.
Charging.
I'll come back too then.
Oh, technical issues. There we go.
We're prepared for technical issues now.
Oh,
we have a whole IT team that works behind the camera running. So
we do.
Yes. Oh. So
all right.
Also this week, Thursday, 2:00. Don't miss it. YouTube, Paul and Carol Love to Travel. We're going to be on their show. So
hopefully we don't embarrass them too much.
Hopefully not. Yeah. Last time we did anything live with them, we had tech problems when we hosted them.
Oh, we sure did. The worst tech problems we've ever had.
So hopefully we're better for them. Yeah. We were okay when we were live with them in Florida.
Yeah, we were all in the same room.
We tried not to ruin that day.
Right.
So we'll try to do our best to uphold our Canadian reputation. Yes,
sure.
Exactly. Yes, maybe I won't have tequila at Crown Royal that day.
For sure.
We'll see. So yeah, join us. The special announcement on Thursday with Paul and Carol.
Yeah, so that's 2 p.m. Eastern time, our time.
It's 7:00 England time, right. London time.
Yes. So you can do the math from whatever time zone you're in from there.
Exactly. That will be 3:30 Newfoundland time.
You're going to keep doing this, are you?
That'll really mess.
3:00 in Nova Scotia.
That'll really mess people up because there is a part of Canada where it's a half-hour difference time zone, which is really bizarre. But anyways, I'm on sidetrack.
You're on a mood. You're in a mood tonight, Mister.
Back to the favorite cruise line. So
okay.
So yeah, don't forget to join us on Thursday. We're excited to be with Paul and Carol and chatting with them again.
Right.
And so how do you decide what your favorite cruise line? Like, we get this question and we get it a lot.
Everywhere we go. Whenever anybody finds out that we've been on as many cruises as we have, or that we have a YouTube channel about cruising, all of those things, then generally the very next question is, so what's your favorite cruise line? And how do you answer that?
Yeah, I think for people that has cruised a lot, the question's harder to answer than for people that have been on one cruise or a couple cruises even.
For sure.
I would have said that earlier in our cruise history that, in the first 10 cruises for sure, we would have said, oh, Carnival's the best one.
But we'd only ever done Carnival.
Only ever done Carnival, right?
So how could we know, right?
Yeah.
But we were very happy with them. So yeah, we kept going back.
Yeah, and I also think there's always a bias towards that first cruise line you ever try has a near and dear spot in your heart, and it's hard to break that one away from being your best cruise. I really think that's a factor too, because you compare everything else to that. That becomes what you know as the cruise experience is your first one, right? So yeah, it's taken a while for us to evolve away from Carnival and see what else is out there. So
you like your routine.
I like my routine, yes. That's why I'm going to go on Marilla Discovery every cruise from now on.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, guys. Yeah, he probably would do that too if I let him.
That's why I'm cruising Enchanted Princess for 32 days in a 3-month span.
But no, we are trying different cruise lines. So we did the Marilla just a few weeks ago. We're going to be doing an MSC in the fall. So those are 2 cruise lines this year alone that we've never cruised before. And we're hoping to get a celebrity on the books sooner than later. If that works out, we're not sure.
If we're watching Celebrity, lower the prices a bit.
Every time we're about to book, we're like, oh, but then this one's that much cheaper. So it's been hard to pull the plug on booking a celebrity because they seem to be a little more expensive.
Like really, the Marilla cruise replaced the idea of maybe getting a celebrity. So or Marilla beat Celebrity in that situation.
It did, yeah, because we were thinking of doing Celebrity that sometime.
That reminds me, we've been getting a lot of questions on our YouTube channel from people about our Marilla cruise as far as wanting to know how did you manage to book it not being from the UK. So we know how. And we didn't have to disguise as British people. We didn't have to fly to England.
Yeah, we pretended to talk with a British accent.
Yes.
Did we? No. Although there might have been a few times I picked up a few of the lingo.
You just used your Newfie accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do know the answers and the secrets of getting a Marilla.
Do we?
Yes. Okay. And for $19.99 a month. No. We're going to tell you for free, but you just have to give us time to make the video, okay?
Yeah, we have to make the video.
Because it was kind of a process, we want to make sure we kind of document it and put it together and try to, instead of squeezing into a couple sentences on a reply on the YouTube question, right?
Right.
So that's the concept. So you have to, we're just trying to get the time to do those things in between the vlogs that we're putting out. So that answer is coming for those that keep wanting to know.
Okay.
Okay. So now we can get to deciding our favorite cruise line. Should we take a few more comments to see what everyone else thinks before we break it down and get some math? Okay. Favorite cruise line, how to decide. Where do we leave off? Do you have any idea?
Greg, I believe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, if you read Greg's, maybe I can find it.
All in America, Princess and Celebrity.
There's Greg's right there. That's Greg's vote. We'll see.
That's 3. Do we get 3 votes?
Well,
it makes it easy if I could do 3 votes. I could give you my top 3 easier than I give you my top 1.
When we break it down, I'm going to let you choose your top 3, and then I'm going to make the stats out of that, okay? Yeah, so we'll have to put Greg's numbers down.
You're going to give them numbers.
Okay.
All right, I'll keep moving on, reading more. So hi, Teresa from Wisconsin. Excited that we leave on our first cruise this week. Oh, that is so exciting. First cruise ever. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's kind of like your first kiss.
Is it?
Your first date.
Okay. All right, slide on down to the comments there.
Jessica?
I don't see a message.
Oh, it went away.
Yeah.
Jessica said yay.
Yay?
But somehow it got deleted.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go down a little bit more on this screen so you can get to Tanya.
Okay. Tanya, good evening, Tanya.
And then Wanda.
Wanda and Paul are from Nova Scotia. It's warm in Nova Scotia. That's nice. Dawn says her favorite is Holland America, Norwegian. Perhaps Princess will jump to the top after our group cruise. Yeah, let's hope, Dawn.
Hopefully we don't ruin it for you.
Yeah, hopefully you're like, we're never going on Princess again if the Canucks are going to be on that.
Yeah, despite what you think of us, you don't decide Princess based on our behavior.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, because Mrs. Canuck has a drink package. So.
Oh. Nice.
Jessica.
Again, I don't have a message.
You don't have a message? It says Platinum Seltzer. Cheers.
Oh, nice.
Is that a drink?
Yeah.
Doug? Do you have Doug?
Doug. I do. And Jerry, that's what I've got.
Oh, a big J33.
Favorite cruise line is Princess, Holland America, and Royal. Oh, there we go. We got a different one in the mix now.
Royal's in the mix.
First we've heard Royal.
Do you like the mega ships or the
I
smaller ones?
was going to say.
Royal has piqued my interest a little bit after being on Marilla because it was an older Royal ship.
Right.
And they still have a couple of that class.
That size.
Vision class still sailing.
Yeah. so it might be interesting to give one of those smaller ones a try.
Fran is here from Victoria, BC.
Hello.
Sadly, on our next cruise that we're going to be doing in Alaska this summer, we're not going to get to Victoria. We had hoped we were going to squeeze it in somehow by land or something, but I don't think it's going to happen. Favorite cruise line from Beverly?
Holland America Princess. Not sure which one. Greetings from balmy San Antonio, Texas. 100 degrees where Warren is. Wow. Nice.
Hot in Texas.
Wow.
And just trying to see, Doug has got his vote in now for Holland America.
Holland America.
Didn't he vote already somewhere? We just said hi
You
before.
just said hi before, yeah.
You are allowed to vote twice. There's no penalty for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Celebrity from LuTube. Can you see that one anywhere?
You got to scroll down more. Oh,
You scrolled a lot, actually.
you did.
Oh, there's a lot of comments here tonight.
Oh,
We're almost there.
sorry,
There,
guys.
right there. Yeah, we had a lot of comments to go through.
Favorite cruise line is Celebrity Cruise. Okay.
Wait till you see the next one.
Okay. Virgin. Oh, wow. We haven't done that one yet either. And I want to do it. Mr. Canuck's on the fence. So I need you guys to help me to convince him because I really wanted to be on an adults only one for sure. I like the idea of that too.
I'm only going on a Virgin cruise. Is if on the way to the cruise, in kind of our pre-cruise routine where we drive to an airport that we show you, that we stop at an IKEA.
Oh, we're going to go back to the hotels that I've been booking recently, and he thinks they're full of IKEA furniture. And then when he looks at the vlogs of people like Paul and Carol that have been on Virgin, and he looks at the vlogs and he thinks that the cabins are all made with IKEA furniture. So, whatever.
It'd be like cruising an extra day early, going to IKEA. And their food's pretty good. Swedish meatballs.
There you go.
They have those, what are they called? Those raisin cinnamon bread things.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, Brenda's here. She wishes she was still in Alaska. Are we going to feel that way after our cruise in a month and a bit?
I don't know.
I don't know. We were watching some vlogs today from Alaska, trying to get our strategies in place for the cruise. We're doing our pre-cruise planning right now for that.
Paul and Carol. Here's their vote. So hard to choose. Concard, Celebrity, and Morella. Wow. See, we haven't done Concard or Celebrity.
There's no C in there.
I keep wanting to do that.
Cunard.
Anyway.
Sounds like Canuck almost.
Yeah,
we had our own cruise line. It'd be close to that.
That would be nice.
Cunard, Celebrity, and Morella. So they've chosen two that we haven't been on. And
that's right.
A month ago, we hadn't been on all three.
We hadn't been on Morella. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, another comment. Oh, so Lola's adding to her comment.
First Virgin, then second is Hal. That's a big difference, I think, in the style of cruising, in my impression from it. I don't know.
Fran's got a big comment for you.
I've only been on one cruise, which was Mediterranean and Royal Caribbean. However, going on a second, October, 17 days to Hawaii on Holland America. The Connings Dam, I believe, is doing that. Looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, for sure. That will be a lovely cruise. Nice.
And Annette likes
classic Hal experience. Just love to just sit and relax.
I would suspect you'd like Morella too then. You think? We're going to debate this at some point because I don't think you agree with me. Morella had its places of peacefulness and its places of having a great time.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
It did. I would say my little tidbit on Morella is that it was very quiet and peaceful in the glass house, very serene, serenity like during the day. And then in the clubs and the lounges at night were just crazy. Right?
Not crazy carnival crazy.
No.
A different crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of how I picture
like very happening places.
A British pub having a great time catching a football game. That's kind of how it felt like to me.
Oh, yeah. Now the trivia. You got me thinking about trivia again.
Squid and Anchor trivia. And Jessica has a vote.
So far Holland, but I'm trying Princess and Virgin next. Nice.
And Karen is saying she stumbled across you.
I'm glad you stumbled upon us. Enjoying it. Thanks for your advice. Nice.
And where to next?
Happy Sunday from Nebraska. Nice.
Cornhuskers.
Oh.
I think that's a football team there. I think college team, maybe. I think I'm right on that one. Jim's here from, say that word.
Balua?
Balua?
Is that right? Colorado.
Ula?
Did I say it wrong?
Wula.
I probably did. I'm really good at saying names wrong.
We should never say the names of any place we go.
Places and sometimes names of people too. I can get that mixed up really good too.
Grant has a vote for you.
Oh, he's with Paul and Carol.
He's siding with Paul and Carol.
Yeah.
Grant, are you from the UK?
Yeah.
Be curious to know, because it'd be interesting even if someone from North America thought that.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, because our exposure, we haven't been on it yet, so we don't get to know a lot about it. And Carrie is here from Newmarket.
Sorry, I'm trying to
Bottom of the
to where
screen.
you are. Yeah.
And David O. Can you see his? I can bring it down farther on the screen, I hope. There you go. David.
Hot Fort Worth, Texas 101 today. Favorite is Hal.
Holland, America.
Oh.
And Greg is here.
Hi, Greg. You just got off of the Caribbean Princess. Yeah. So we've sailed on Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Princess. We have to cast our vote for Princess. The food and entertainment are tough to beat.
I have a comment about that. We get to a certain part of this tonight.
Mm.
But Greg, out of nowhere, on his cruise, messages us on YouTube, says, you have any suggestions for where to eat in San Juan, the old San Juan in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
So we said, here's the place that we found last time that we just loved. And sure enough, Greg found it, went there. So I hope, Greg, you had a great time and had a good meal, because it was so authentic and so good at the same time.
Yeah, we had a really good time there. So we were happy to sort of share a restaurant that we liked for someone else to try it out. So it was nice to hear that you went and had a good time there.
And Dave.
Hi, Jill and Gary. Hope retirement's going good. Busy. It's been busy. I haven't stopped since I've retired yet. Favorite cruise line is any ship without meatloaf. You've got my vote, Dave.
There you go. Then I think, Dave, you should sail Carnival. Cancel that September 2nd Sky Princess and book a Carnival.
Oh, yeah. Princess has meatloaf on the very last sailing, or at least every time we've been on Princess, their last night, there's usually meatloaf on the menu for you, isn't there?
Yep. Miss Lee's here from where?
Massachusetts. Did I say it wrong?
For some reason, for us Canadians, it's a tongue twister, that state.
We have a hard time with
Massachusetts? I think I'm close.
that.
One of us is close.
Where to next? My vote is Norwegian for my favorite line, but we've only done the Haven, so that might be skewing my vote. Yeah. See, that's what we've been debating about too. Do you get a totally different experience when you're inside of a Haven, or I'm trying to think what the one on MSC is. The Yacht Club. If the whole cruise is skewed because of that, perhaps. I don't know. We have never done it, so we can't compare it. Nice.
We're thinking of it. MSC has started sending us the ability to bid for upgrades on our MSC cruise. We're looking at the Yacht Club one, thinking, do we do it?
Well, we did bid, but whether we'll get it or not, you guys know as much as we do whether we get it or not. But we did try to bid for it.
Do a couple more, and then we'll start breaking it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Karen, see?
Husband and I are going on our first cruise in November with Royal Caribbean.
It's exciting.
Nice.
First cruise.
Another first time cruiser.
I wonder, did you go mega ship or did you go smaller ship? Because that'll probably really impact your experience, I would say.
Captain
Photon
Princess just got off the Emerald Princess. Oh, that was our very first princess we ever did, was Emerald Princess.
Yeah, it was out of Houston.
Yeah.
And you did not hear me wrong.
Yeah.
Wasn't out of Galveston. It was actually Houston.
Yeah.
So came down the little bit
Wasn't
of
a very pretty looking port. We were in the middle of a bunch of
oil
refinery areas. But yeah.
Yep. And Karen's from Guelph that commented a section ago.
Yeah.
And Ryan from Ann Arbor, down by one of our favorite airports to leave from for a cruise in Detroit. And Annette from Langley.
BC.
Okay, so I'm going to turn off the comments for a section. We're going to go back to the debate.
Are we?
We are. I got my notepad ready.
Oh, here we go.
So let's break this down, because a cruise is broken into several different types of experiences based on what you like. We're big fans of food.
We are.
Have you noticed?
Every time a family member sees me, Jill, I don't know how you eat that much and how you haven't gained more weight.
If
I'm
you-
like, okay, I'm going to have to stop ordering so much food for Mr. Canuck to put on the channel.
Yeah, if you haven't seen part 2 of our embarkation day in Morella, go watch Mrs. Canuck at the midnight buffet. You know what we're talking about.
I might have had to have a snack before I went to bed that night.
So yeah, food. So food's a big one for us. I don't know if we would go back to a cruise line if the food was awful. So that's how I think it's an important thing. I really think.
Have you been on a cruise line where the food was awful?
Nope.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't exist. But if we ever get on one like that,
Generally, that was one of the reasons why we started cruising years ago. Actually, prior to cruising, we were doing a lot of all inclusives, and we had done a few all inclusives where the food was awful. One was awful, so bad that I was sick for around 3 days because I got some type of food poisoning. So that's when I said, I really want to start going on a cruise because I feel like the food will be safe. And that was part of our decision to start cruising so many years ago. So food is important.
And it's also a big reason to cruise. Like we were just looking at the idea of maybe going out and having dinner at a restaurant. We're looking at different restaurants and menu prices and stuff. And the price to eat out right now is
so expensive since COVID.
It's gone crazy. And when you do, like if you ate a nice dinner out and a nice lunch, nice breakfast, like you do on a cruise ship, that equivalent experience, you could easily spend $200 to $300 in restaurants a day.
Oh, easily.
And you think of your cruise fare, that's almost your cruise fare, just the value of the food.
Just the food. So at least for us it is. So we eat that much. Oh, that's awful.
Food's important, yes.
Okay, so what cruise line is your vote has the best food then? You're going to talk about food, but you're not giving us your vote.
Sorry.
Oh, him and his little pad of paper. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Maybe I should get you a bigger piece of paper.
Number one for food for me will be, because of the chicken nuggets, because of the meatloaf, Princess is number one for food for me. So I'm curious to know what you folks think about that one.
Wow.
What's your number one for food?
I don't know.
Time's up.
Sorry. I think I'm going to go with Holland America. I really do like they have the best burger at sea, in my opinion, the Cannonball burger. But I do like, their salad bar at their buffet. And then I've always had really good meals in their main dining.
Interesting. My number two. What is my number two going to be?
You don't need to do number two. Move on.
Oh, yeah. Holland America is my number two.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And then my number three, maybe we'll shock some people. I'm going to go Carnival.
All about food? Is this what we're still voting on? You have to give 3 for food?
Yeah. And you give me 2 more for you.
Oh, well, then Princess would be my number 2.
Princess?
Sure.
And what's your number 3?
Norwegian.
Oh, yeah. My last Norwegian experience was really good.
I was just going to say, I feel like Norwegian needs to get back up there, actually.
The reason Carnival's up there, I still think nobody does lunch better than Carnival.
Yeah.
So many options. That's why. Dinners are still pretty good food. I don't like the dining rooms lately, but that doesn't take away from their food.
Yeah.
So that's why Carnival went there.
Yeah. The reason why Norwegian wasn't my number 1 was just because of the lunch, but their main dining room was phenomenal on the Epic, and their specialty restaurants were even better too. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's food. Keep moving. So the next category will be entertainment. So I went first last time. What's your number 1 for entertainment?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think I have to say Morella, guys. After we just got off Morella, they blew me away in their main theater every night and in the lounges with all the live music. Morella number 1? Yeah. Princess would be number 2.
Oh, you're giving me all yours at once. Okay. Yeah.
Princess is number 2. And number 3 would be Norwegian. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
I went number 1 for Morella.
Oh, okay.
Hands down, in fact. I didn't even have to really think about it. I was that impressed. Oh, Bruno has a vote. Bruno, what's your vote for top?
Sorry, guys.
Bruno wants to get in the conversation. So, yeah, Morella. But what's amazing about Morella? Not only the fact that we agreed on something is amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing.
But the fact that 1,800 passengers, and a lot of their other ships aren't much bigger, and they can put that quality of entertainment on that ship with that few passengers, make some of the larger cruise lines put to shame, because they have a lot more people and resources and they can't match that. So that's why. For me, it was huge. Okay. Number 2 for me, I think actually we have the same top 3. I'm going Princess and Norwegian.
Oh, wow. We tied. We never agree on anything.
We agreed perfectly on this.
That never happens.
That's because you're turning into me.
Oh, God, help me.
The longer you're married, the more you turn into your spouse. Isn't that the way it works?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of comments coming about all this. I'm sure there's probably 2,000 comments we're going to have to get to in a second here. So go to another category here. Cruise atmosphere. So how is the whole feel of being on the ship? Whether is it, everything from sea days to poking around the ship to eating.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give Holland America number one for that, just because I think they have figured out how to do the cabana life the best. And also, I love, being able to go from the BB King Lounge to the billboard on board and go back and forth through that atmosphere that gives you with having that live music going on every night. So for me, Holland America's number one. Number two, I'm not sure. Number two, I'm going to go with Princess. Love the retreat pool and everything that goes around with that. And Morella, I think we'll have to go in for number three.
Number one for me is Princess.
Okay.
For some reason, just something about walking around a Princess ship that it feels like you're on a ship. I don't know if it's the Love Boat bias in the back of my brain. You're walking through the beautiful atriums, all the different parts of the ship that just, you up top, with the horn going, with the little medley playing. I don't know. And then also, like you said, the retreat kind of pool experience there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, I think that Princess is number one. I had Morella as number two.
Because the glass house. I don't know. Does every ship that they have a glass house?
I don't think so. I think the one
might just have to stick on Discovery then.
I think the one Paul and Carol just got off the Voyager, the new one, I don't think has a glass. We haven't seen all the vlogs yet to see, but I don't think it does.
Yeah.
But what I liked about Morella was a lot has to do with the fellow passengers, and everybody it was like it's like all of us decided to stop working at the same place and go on a vacation together.
Everybody was just so happy to be on vacation. For sure. There was just an overall joy, happiness for sure.
And Holland America is my third one.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're different there.
Okay.
We're back to being ourselves. The last category I came up with was the types and size of ships. Ships.
Best cruise for type, size, and of ships.
Yeah, like so that when you look at the fleet, do you think if you had to cruise that cruise line for the rest of your life, would that line be able to meet your needs with their ships?
I'm going to go with Holland America for my number one. I love the size. I think they're big enough to keep you entertained, but they're not overwhelming and you're not in big crowds and big lines. And then I guess pretty much for the same reason, Morella has to go in there because they have the medium-sized ones. Again, we can't comment on, celebrity and that ones we haven't done. And so third would be Princess.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm. I see. I get my numbers together. Oh, number one for me is going to be Norwegian.
Oh, wow.
Because when I'm thinking about the size of the ships and the fleets and the age, they've got smaller ones that are older. They've got newer ones that are bigger. They've got even newer ones that are a little bit smaller. They kind of have a nice diversity, different, whatever type of cruise experience you're looking for. That, the Dawn experience is different from the Epic experience, which is probably different than the Prima experience. I think if you had to do one cruise line, they have a nice variety of ships.
Okay.
So that's why I'm going with them. That's number one. Number two is Princess, but I am hesitating a little bit because all their ships are similar size. There's not a lot of variety there.
Okay.
But with the Sun coming out, it looks like it's got a whole bunch of new features. So I've given them, some bonus points for hoping that I'm going to like the Sun.
Okay.
Yeah. And my last one. What's my last one going to be?
I think too, like this all changes if all of a sudden you're traveling with a group with a lot of family and teenagers and that sort of thing. You're looking for different things. When we're talking about this, we're talking about us cruising as a couple. Right?
Yeah. Last one, I'm going to go with Royal Caribbean. Only because you can literally have it all. You can do the small Vision class they still have. You can do a little bit larger size ships. You can then go all the way and blow up into their mega ships if you really want to. Not that I would want to. But they really do have a lot of variety and different options. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of go with them as third.
Okay.
So we go and see what everyone else has been saying?
Yeah, let's go. Let's see.
What you've been voting for Holland America all the time? I'm going to add up the scores in a second as Mrs. Canuck is talking, of course.
Okay, you're going to have to move my my screen because I'm at the bottom of my screen.
So Annette Connor from Langley, BC was our last one, right?
Yeah.
Is that where we were?
Yeah. So Caribbean Princess, Captain Ahab. Is that the one you've got on there?
Yep, right there.
Caribbean Princess, same week. You were on your cruise of June, third time.
Right there.
Close tie between Hal and Princess. Yeah. I tend to go back and forth with them too a lot.
Angela's next. I've got. Have you got Angela?
Angela says, you're making me sad that you won't be on the group cruise. Already booked Holland in February.
Oh.
Kelly Rome is here. Hi, Kelly.
Hi,
Look at
Kelly.
the little mermaid. How cute.
It's not a merman? No.
Mermaid.
A mermaid. Okay.
Senior Sea Dog.
From San Diego's here.
San Diego. Hands down for him. Captain Ahab, issues today from ships leaving Miami. A sailboat sunk in the channel and had to have Army Corps of Engineers trying to get up and out. Oh, wow. Okay. That's what was going on. Yeah, no, we didn't have the news on
that. Would cause some chaos with how busy
sure.
Miami is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ron's here from Moncton.
Hi.
And Greg is saying make sure to
hit the like button. Yeah, thanks, Greg.
Thumbs up. Kelly is here. She's just recently off of Holland America to Alaska. So
oh yeah. But she's going to be trying the Princess with us on our group cruise. Ready for a good party. Excellent.
Interesting comment from Dave.
Dave, you think it's too posh for him?
Too posh. Posh, what does that mean in English?
Fancy.
Fancy?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
elegant.
Snobby?
Maybe. I don't know.
I know. I remember Emma mentioned the word posh once before in her Britishisms.
Mm-hmm. I just think it means elegant.
Elegant? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If Paul and Carol's still on, maybe they can convert for me. Christine is here saying Holland America is her favorite.
Yeah. You can skip over Dave's. That's definitely not true.
Skipping over you, Dave. Annette's next.
Talking to some people on our Alaska cruise, I realized how spoiled we are living in Southwest BC. We see bears, whales, eagles, and all other animals all the time just doing weekend outings. Yeah, right, Annette? Yeah, that's sort of our feeling too.
That's our fear.
Sometimes we don't even have to go outside of our dining room. We just sit in the window and look at the bears and the eagles and owls and foxes and everything. Not whales. We can't see whales where we live. So I'm hoping to see some whales when we go to Alaska.
Yep. And Cruiser 885, can you see that one?
Yeah, number 1's Princess, number 2 Celebrity, and 3rd Royal Caribbean.
Paul and Carol
saying they're looking forward to having us on their live again.
They say that now, but we've been on there.
They might regret it.
by Thursday late night, they might
be saying, "What are we doing? We're never putting them on the air with us again."
Oh, someone from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You need to slide it up again.
Okay.
Hello from a couple. Oh, you slid it too far for me.
Did it? You can read over there.
Hello from a couple of
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Princess is a favorite, going on Holland America in November. So let's see. We booked the cabana for 9 days after seeing our video. Well, hopefully you love it. I love the cabana life on a house ship. So
interesting comment from Texas Pepito.
My favorite cruise is the next one. Yeah. Well, and
yeah, there's truth to that.
And Paul likes to say his favorite cruise was the last one he just got off of, and I can see that we have that influence too.
We're gonna ask Paul if he actually ever said that.
He did. I watched him in a live say it.
I have to get the transcripts.
And I think I've copied it a few times, Paul. I'm gonna have to give you copyright. Yeah. Captain
Ahab, breaking it down for you.
Factors for us include ship size, embark, depart, port. If they have cabanas, food, cabin price, time of year, ports to visit. Yeah, there's so many different factors. So it really depends on what the biggest priority or factor is for you, for sure.
Captain Photon.
The cruise line with less kids. Yeah, that's generally us. So yes. So whatever doesn't have a water slide, it's true. We've been doing that too a lot lately.
But this is my debate I've been having the last week or so.
I know.
Is that if you don't have those features, and we're starting to see this on our last Holland America cruise, if there's nothing for the kids to do, where do you think they're going to be?
In the middle of the main pool and all the hot
tubs. You're not going to get into any of them.
And that's what happened to us on our last house ship. There was so many children. More than we've ever seen on any house ship. And I went in the pool once and got back out because I saw things floating in it, and it was awful. And so, yeah, that was definitely
ice cubes?
No. Anyways, so that's a bad experience. You're right.
Kelly, question for you.
Viking Ocean Cruise. Has anybody tried one? We have not.
I see a Viking cruise ship go by my office window at least once a week.
Yeah. Well, and no, this year it's going every week.
In fact, this week there was 2 different Viking ships that went by my office. Yeah. So I get to go out and watch cruise ships on my breaks.
Oh, there you go. You should go interview someone on them, see what they think.
Well, they don't stop where I am though. They just go by waving to me.
Oh, I see.
They're all on the deck and they're pointing, saying that's where the Cruising Connect works right over there.
Yeah, as if they are.
That's why they're coming by.
Sure.
I could be an excursion one day. We could go to Stackburger with everybody from the ship. If you have to live in Sault Ste. Marie, you know about Stackburger.
Stackburger is a local burger joint. And it's our favorite place to have a hamburger in the city.
Nancy loves Royal.
But I've only been on Disney, Royal, and Carnival.
We haven't been on Disney.
No.
And Brian.
is saying Princess and Royal.
And
stormy evening in Atlanta.
We're supposed to get some storms here. It's really close. It just missing us right now, but it could be coming in soon. So, Ron has a question for you.
Question: now that you're semi-pro YouTubers, I was wondering if you made a conscious decision to not say like and subscribe, or are you just forgetful? Okay.
Well, I guess the way to explain that would be like before we ever did YouTube, and even as we were starting to do YouTube, we watched tons of YouTube, and we still do. And like, there's a lot of times that I watch some people and they go on about like and subscribe, and it's like, come on, get past it. Like, it just was like, it felt
we
like
found it annoying watching other people do it too much.
And I was like, people know so much about YouTube now that if they like the channel, they know that they can subscribe, or that they can like it if they want to give a thumbs up. Like, it
felt a little bit like begging.
We kind of want it just to be natural. If someone really liked our stuff, then we wanted it to be authentic. You know, that's the only reason, I guess, why we don't like say it all the time, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even think we say it in our videos anymore that if, thanks for watching, please subscribe. We've stopped.
We did sort of have a conversation a while back that we would just sort of say it at the end of every vlog series. And I think we've even forgotten to do that. So yeah, forgetful is part of the correct answer. And we also didn't want to annoy people. So that's the truth, Ron.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think, I think that's kind of, I like that feel that we're just like kind of like all you. We go on cruises. We just happen to videotape it all and show it to you. Like, we're not, even though we're semi-pro, I guess is an interesting word.
Semi-pro. We're not pro about any of it.
We're just lucky enough that YouTube's giving us some money because people watch it. I guess that's the way we look at it. So yeah. We'll see. Hopefully, we're always us. It doesn't matter when we get to like millions of subscribers. May never happen.
No. Oh, funny.
Carrie.
Tried 7 cruise lines. Don't really have a favorite as we cruise for the ports most of. Carnival is our most cruised and our next one in September. Yeah, that's part of it too. For us, for many, many years, the number one factor was the price of the cruise because we were traveling on a very tight budget. And so that still plays a number into our booking a cruise. Yep. And it is the cost of it. Not so much which one we think is the best, it's which one we can afford to do. Yeah, sometimes
that's a lot of times that's the reality. Yeah. Ron is saying he's only been on Norwegian, so what can he say? What he can say is don't fly to Europe to go on a Norwegian Panama cruise. That's what Ron should be saying.
He can be telling you that for sure.
If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's a Suitcase Diaries episode that we filmed with Ron.
Check out on our Suitcase Diaries for sure.
And Ray and Joe, their vote is for Princess.
Can you scroll?
Oh, can I scroll? I can scroll. No promises what's going to happen when I scroll.
Okay. Questions. Are MSC fleet the old RCL ships? No. Right?
Yeah, no. I don't believe that MSC has any old Royal, unless this is a typo there. Morella has some old Royal Caribbean. They also have some old Celebrity ship. Yeah. So if you meant Morella, then yes. If you meant MSC, I don't believe. I think all their ships are their own.
Right.
Pretty sure. Not 100%. Definitely all their new ones are. Yeah.
Princess for sure from Captain Sebastian's Best Food. Oh. You're right. That was a really good Italian
Sabatini's.
Sebastian's. Yeah. See, I can destroy any name.
Peter wants to vote twice.
No, he's not allowed.
He can't vote twice.
No, he's really voting 6 at times at this point.
Tanya would like to vote.
Favorite cruise line right now. I've been on Royal Caribbean Symphony of the Seas back in 2019. I enjoyed it. Princess is their favorite one right now. I skipped the word princess. Yeah.
Francine wishes in Alaska too.
Still in Alaska too. There you go.
Yeah. All these people that live in these wonderful warm spots that are checking in tonight, we should like just trade houses with them. They can come see all the deer and bear at our place, and we can like sit on the beach somewhere and in the nice warm.
It's pretty warm in our place right now.
Yeah, it's warm. Yeah.
We'll only
trade you in January.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how many. Well, you see some wildlife then, but not much.
Brian, but Princess Plus.
I like the Princess Plus. Do you always get the drink package? That's a good question.
First time, no, but there was no such thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since, yes.
With the Princess Plus, yeah. Although we will be doing it without it.
Oh, that's right.
We're going to be doing 22 days, and we decided 22 days in the Med, we didn't need a drink package for all of that. That we'll just be getting drinks along our explorations and that sort of thing.
It's
so
gonna
we're
be-
not. So the answer is often get it when it's built in with a plus package like that, when it includes internet tips and sometimes a specialty restaurant or excursion, depending on what cruise line you're booking with. So sometimes then it works out for it, but the majority of our cruises have not been with been with no drink package.
Most of our vlogs have been with, though.
But our vlogs, yeah, because they've started making it more affordable. But out of 30 something cruises, we've probably done 20 without a drink package.
At least, yeah.
At least, if not more.
Yeah. So but we won't have it in the Mediterranean.
No.
It'll be a healthy cruise. We're gonna be eating salads
Hopefully.
and jogging and doing all
Well,
that.
we're hoping we'll be walking enough to wear off whatever we eat on board the ship with all the good food. Yeah.
Brenda insists you're gonna love Alaska.
Okay.
And want to go back, not just love it.
Want to go back? Wow.
We'll be doing Alaska every cruise.
Oh.
Kelly
Kelly.
or Kathy West?
Kathy West.
Oh, she's responding
My
to Kelly.
first one was March, Venice to Athens. Have 2 more booked. Loved it.
We would love to go to Venice. We can't find an itinerary with it because they've all started not quite going there anymore.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Bill's vote is for Princess.
Oh,
Bill and
is it?
Kathy and Waterloo.
oh yeah, and Ron has an idea for Canadian Cruise Line.
Canadian cruise ship line, and the logo would be crossed or in a hockey stick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you know cruise ship trivia? The very first Carnival ship,
Huh.
the Festival, was actually an old Canadian steamship, and they bought it off a Canadian company and turned it in the first ever Carnival ship.
Yep, that's right.
So we could have had the first ever cruise line if someone in Canada would have had the idea.
Ah, there you go.
Yep. Hello from Melbourne.
Wow.
What time is it, Melbourne? If you're still on, hopefully we can find that out. But their favorite cruise line is Princess.
Nice.
And Grant is here from
Colorado, USA.
Can
You had asked earlier whether he was from the UK.
Okay.
15 transatlantic crossings on the Queen Mary
Wow.
2. Wow. In August, a full transit of Panama Canal and Queen Elizabeth. Wow.
Huh.
That is some cruising.
That's amazing.
15
times. Well, we need to talk to you about. We've been debating about doing transatlantic and how that would look, and yeah, you would know it in and out for sure.
Wow.
Trying to get down here to some more. Karen is saying mega SOS. I think that means like mega ship help. If there's a lot of
people. Right, from her first Royal Caribbean.
And the Ekmarks liked part 2 with your late night buffet. There you go. There's people that are fans of watching you eat extra butter.
Sorry, which one? Where are you reading? I'm not seeing it on my screen.
Right there.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I shouldn't do it. And I try not to most nights, but every now and then it happens.
Rose has a vote.
Rose has a vote. Best cruise for us is Celebrity. For food, even.
Even for food. There we go. We get some food comments now. Princess from Constance Cook. See? Number 2 is Celebrity 3 Carnival.
Okay.
Let me see here. Trying to get down. Oh, here we go. Ron has a comment about Norwegian Prima
The
food.
food hall looks great. Yeah, we've heard a lot of people saying that that's a nice new option that they've got going, for sure.
Breaking news, Paul and Carol have a vote for food.
You have to slide it down so I can read it. Best food for us is Azamara or Celebrity. So we love the tamarind on how. Yeah.
They keep making votes for places we haven't been yet.
No, that means we're going to have to try new cruise lines, and I'll blame it all on Paul and Carol.
Sneaky.
Good to see Princess getting Jerry's top vote for food, Dave says.
Here you go. River Cruise a few years ago. Where's that? It's Annette's comment. Can you see it? Yep.
Yeah. We're on a river cruise a few years ago, and they did an Oktoberfest night. The next day, half the ship went to McDonald's in town in case the food is awful again. It depends on your lights. That's hilarious. Oh.
Yep, I was just looking at things for us to do in Florence in the fall, and I realized that where the train comes in, we were thinking of doing the train. There's a McDonald's there.
Oh no, don't.
I don't think I'm allowed to go for nuggets. I'm pretty sure
told
that.
him he is not doing fast food chain American restaurants when we are on the Mediterranean for 22 days. That is not happening.
Oh, trying to find a few more comments here as we get towards the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, best entertainment vote. We've got one.
Okay.
Paul and Carol.
Best entertainment is Celebrity and Morella. Yeah, we haven't done Celebrity to see their entertainment, but yeah.
Fran has a comment for you. Up top.
Mrs. Knapp, glad to hear you like Holland America so much, since that is where I'm headed. I really do like Holland America. Yeah. And as a woman, I love their cabins. I love their showers. I love their hair dryers. I love their makeup mirrors that they provide. The biggest complaint I have about Azamara is the hair dryer that was provided in the room needed to be thrown in the garbage. It was so bad and so old. It took so long to blow dry my hair that I literally got a hand cramp trying to dry my hair. So if I ever go on another Morella ship, I'll make sure I bring my own hair dryer.
E.T. from Winnipeg. It says Eric and Trish. Princess is their favorite.
Oh, Paul and Carol are doing a definitions for you now.
Oh, yeah. It means elegant, stylish, and luxurious.
See, I told you elegant.
There you go.
See?
There you go. You know you're British.
Mm.
Sherry's here from Paris, Ontario.
Hal is their favorite, but we've only had Royal Caribbean to compare with. We want to try Celebrity and Princess too.
Oh, we got more clarification here.
Look, see, I have written proof. Everybody see, Paul did say that. I'm not just making things up. I did hear him say it.
There you go. We talked for 56 minutes. We just could have came on and said, hey, your last cruise is the best cruise.
Yeah, there you go. That's the mic down.
Jim says Princess, hands down.
Okay.
Colleen and Bob. What, can you see it?
I like Colleen and Bob. Hal fans. Service was exceptional. Music walk was fun every night. We're Princess fans for many cruises. They are now number 2. Yeah.
Christy wants to know where you're cruising next.
When we cruise next.
When we cruise next.
We're cruising in July to Alaska. We're going to give the Alaska a try. Everybody tells me I have to do it.
We have to do it. We've been told. Yep.
We're going to go see what everybody raves about.
Exactly. Watch for the video of me having to pull Mrs. Canuck from shore onto the ship to say, you have to do this cruise.
I don't think it'll be that hard. But I did actually try on jackets to pack yesterday. So, yeah, I don't think that's ever been something I've done before. But I'll probably have to do it again in October when we're going to the Met in the fall. You'll probably need a coat too. But generally, we usually cruise somewhere hot. So this will be the first time that we're not doing that. Although we did bring a coat last year. We did the British Isles cruise.
Ron says he just wants to bring call to action, but people making sure they subscribe and thumbs up because he wants to see us have the success.
Thanks, Ron. Yeah. That's very sweet of you.
Yep. And he also added in that MSC's built every ship from scratch. Kelly's wanting everybody to give a thumbs up.
Okay. Nice.
And Wanda and Paul agree about extra butter, just like you.
Yeah.
Yep. And what about margarine? We're not margarine people.
No.
Question for your Holland America cruise into Alaska. Are you planning on getting a cabana?
No, we aren't. Mr. Canuck wanted to know, and he was debating whether to do it because we do only have an interior room booked. We hemmed and hawed about doing it, and we decided to book something else different instead. So we booked the spa package, actually, the thermal suites package and that sort of thing. It was around the same cost as having the cabana for the week. So we thought we might get better use out of that just in case we did run into bad, rainy, cold weather. Who knows? But yeah, that's what we're doing this time. We're trying something different. We'll be in the spa. All right, are you adding it up?
Well, you can keep reading comments, and I'm going to add up the results here.
Okay.
See them all up there? I won't put them up there.
I'm not sure which one I'm supposed to be reading at.
Yeah, you're planning to get a cabana.
Okay.
So best food right there.
Okay, so Big J 33 says that Holland America is the best food. Captain Ahab says first cruise SS Oceania at my hub there and went to McDonald's in Nassau because we were craving great seafood, although the food on board was terrific. Italian. Think of Princess. Nice. Brenda says, I love Hal amenities too, Jill. Rudy's is amazing. Yeah, we haven't tried Rudy's yet. I hope to be able to do that too. Rose entertainment for Rose is Princess Celebrity and How. Very good. Christy's telling me I'll love Alaska. We're cruising it again in 2024. Elizabeth Lane, Princess is her favorite line. And Rose's atmosphere is Hal, Celebrity Princess. Fran Wilson, I'm really surprised the Alaska cruise you were on is not stopping in Victoria. They usually do, I think. Too bad. We have a lovely port and city. So we're going out of Vancouver. That's why. So if we went out of Seattle, it usually stops in Victoria. But because we're embarking and disembarking from Vancouver, that's what's going on with ours. Brenda is upset about the interior room. I know, but I'm telling you, Brenda, this is the most expensive cruise we've ever booked, and so interior was the only one that was on the budget. Sorry,
we're not going to see any of the scenery from there.
I know, but we never use our room anyway, so we'll be out and about, as everybody says it.
Out and about. Yeah, but we do have a strategy.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, wait and see what happens. We have a strategy. We might be able to find a connection. We can figure something out to be able to see outside better.
Yeah, you're funny.
I do have the results.
Oh, you have the results?
The results are in. For you first? Do you want you first?
Sure, me first. What's my favorite cruise
Your
line?
favorite cruise line is Holland America. That's your number one. Yep, it came in first place.
I feel like Princess is my favorite,
No,
so maybe I was skewed.
The numbers show.
The numbers show.
Number two for you.
Okay.
Princess.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm okay with that because they're very, very close for me.
Number three for you was Morella.
Yeah. Well, again, that might be the last cruise I just got off of Paul's comments, but yeah, for sure.
Number one for me, Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Number two for me, Morella.
Oh, wow.
Number three for me, this is kind of the shocker in it all, Norwegian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've been very happy with.
So there we go. We couldn't. Your first didn't even make my list.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go.
There
that's not shocking because we rarely agree on anything. So
there we go.
That makes sense.
That means I got my way when it comes to the group cruise that we're going on my favorite. So did you cover all the questions?
I'm at Brenda. She's telling me to go to the Crow's Nest, your favorite spot for Alaska. We need a balcony. Yeah, we'll probably be in the Crow's Nest quite a bit. That's what I thought. At least there's cappuccinos and that sort of thing there. So we'll be able to sit down and have a cappuccino and watch sailing in.
Your skin is glowing.
Glowing.
Kelly Rome,
thank you.
Will she get the last comment?
No cabana for Alaska. Enjoy the thermal suite to warm you up after your day. No coffee with Bailey's allowed in the thermal suite area.
What?
Oh.
Can't we sneak it in?
I don't like Bailey's though.
Oh, there you go.
So that's the one thing everybody tells me put Bailey's in my coffee. I've tried it once or twice. It's not my thing.
This could be interesting because like the Thalassapi pool, if I'm saying that right.
The last what?
The Thalassapi pool. It's like that big hot tub. Am I saying it wrong?
All I heard was pee pool. I'm like, what is he saying?
Thalassapi is a TH. It's that big hot tub thing that's in the sauna area in Holland America.
Okay.
That's by the pool.
Okay. I just call it a thermal pool, but I'm sure there is a proper name.
It's not a pee pool.
Good. So I'm pretty sure I was in that lunch break.
I don't even know what I was going to say now. So
sorry, guys.
Distracted
we
me.
went awry.
I was going to say, it's so close to the pool area where everybody's having drinks. Like I want to have a nice cold drink in there. So I hope you're allowed to bring a drink into the thermals.
Probably not. I don't think you're allowed.
Plastic
pretty
cup?
Sure you're not allowed.
No.
I don't think any cup. I don't think you're allowed to have a
Oh, so last couple of comments. D, since we met her in person, we'll give her vote in.
Reverse Celebrity, Princess, and Hal in that order. Nice.
And Captain Ahab says, if Holland America made better burgers.
Would it make your list, Mr. Canuck?
I don't know. If they put a Culver's on board Holland America, it goes way up the list
Culver's,
fast.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and then that's all she wrote because we're already over time. It's 4 minutes after. We've been talking too long.
Oh. Well, thanks everybody for joining.
Yep.
Cucumber water in the tea and thermal suite. That's what you'll have.
We'll have to sneak some tequila into that. So on that note, we'll be done this week. But thank you everybody for joining and talking about your favorite cruise line.
Yes, thank you.
Next weekend is our long weekend for Canada Day, our nation's birthday.
It is.
So we'll probably have a bunch of things about Canada and cruising, I think. We'll find something that mixes in there. So whether it's Canadianisms or things that we find different in the rest of the world, or Who knows?
Oh,
We'll figure something
we'll
out. It'll
have to
be,
do some research.
be all about Canada next weekend.
I think we take it all for granted because we are Canadians, so it's
We'll have to-
usually easier for people that aren't from Canada.
We'll have to have
point
some
that out.
Timbits. We'll have to be eating drinking some Crown Royal.
Oh,
Well, we're going to have some ketchup chips. We're going to have it all.
oh, ketchup chips, yeah, for sure.
So thanks everybody for joining. The hour's gone
Thank you.
so fast because you guys are also wonderful with your comments. So.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for participating so much tonight.
Yep. And until next week, and don't miss the vlogs this week, and don't miss Paul and Carol's live, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Thursday.
Yes, for sure. Catch that on June 29th.
All right.
It's going to be a special day that day. Bye, everybody.